right, welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. My head's feeling like a little weird, like a little bit like a hangover almost, and I shouldn't. I mean, I hydrated, I ate all of my meals, and I don't know. I don't understand it. Give me a second. I'm just gonna get ready here for a second. This was originally gonna be titled, instead of like Twinkle Time, it was gonna be From Glow to Shine, but the energy died off on that one, and it's truly meant to be, Tokyo and your divine collective. Shit, Tina, volume 17, the star, and that is yet again Twinkle Time. So, let me just get situated here. I just picked off like a whole bunch of. I was a personal vacuum cleaner. Well, anyway, I cleaned today. Yay. And I exercised today. And now it is time to get ready for my thing. Whew, goodness gracious. I always feel a lot better when I take like a full on shower where like, meaning like my hair gets washed. But I didn't this time. So it's feeling very I don't know, Midwest almost. No offense, just saying that it feels like I've been out in nature, sweating it out. I don't know. Here, just my head feels like really like I've been in hot weather. It's weird. Anyway, am I gonna use the red? Red. I decided not to go all like super decked out for this reading, just because I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it right now. If I start to feel bad, then I'm not going to. I'll end it. But this is as good as I feel right now. Oops, daisy. Okay. Yeah, like my neck feels like stiff. I use like a massager thing on my neck. I burped a lot on that, and then also used it on my back. Also burped a lot on that. So I know people are still trying to get into my energy, like target my chakras, and they're really like adamant about it. It's like, people, when you say like get off my grill, it's basically just like lay off, It's really greedy energy. So I don't know if this should just be for me, but I know that I have a supreme divine collective, and that's who this is partially for. Not just the low vibrational, this is not for the low vibrational or mid, divine collective. Not at all. This is like that's bullshit. If I'm feeling like this physically, then fuck no, I gotta set some standards here, okay? So give me a second. So on the energy cards, I mean, I cleansed a bunch of cards. Thank goodness somebody asked, like, oh, do you cleanse your cards before and after? And these people, like, I don't know if they realize, like, if they pop a question and I give an answer that it turns out to be no dialogue, that I know that they're just trying to fish for answers. And and they must be part of like some kind of coven or some kind of grouping that put them up to it. So like, and then the people that bombard you with like, it's not even really dialogue, it's like hermetic, like, I don't know, like twisted lingo, I don't know, like twisted, I don't know, like, think about this, and it's like, I know what you're trying to do. So I don't feel like doing chats today, really, like, unless I feel that they're vibing for real. Otherwise, I might just kick you out, you know, that kind of thing. Because again, um, I'm I'm aware of the capacity that I should have in my field, in my region, anyway. Hello, I haven't seen you here before. All right, so moving on with this. This is just wanted to give a little disclosure, okay? Not your average, not your usual reader. So let me fix my hair, gosh. I mean, my hair, like, I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, just like looks all silky and stuff. I just don't, I'm not vibing with how it normally feels. I like it to feel fresh. Not just soft and silky. I think I took away all the split ends, though. Thank goodness. Yay! Success. All right. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah. I'm a side parter. Oh, I'm not doing that right now. Okay. On the left side, energy. Okay. I have Ace of Swords in reverse. Pinning, something's getting pinned down. Okay. This might be for observation, for analysis, and or something that we already know. Okay. That that needs to be either secured and or kind of nailed down, like catching a roach and then smashing it, you know, that kind of thing. You see? Something we know that ought to be like shut down or pinned down or whatever, secured, etc. Okay? So it could be any one of those things. Let me see. Yes, because on the right side is Nine of Pentacles in reversal, and that is usually no, this is not a general card reading. This is just for me and my supreme divine collective. No one else. If there are any cross watchers, it's just a learning opportunity, really. But that's how I roll. That's how I've been rolling. So Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's kind of like a codependent card. So I'm gonna get one more card to just, you know, figure that part out. Okay. To clarify. Okay. So one to clarify. Okay. It goes more of forcing, it's like that way. This is Seven of Pentacles, waiting for it. Okay, waiting to, okay. Yeah, so Nine of Pentacles usually is like self-sufficiency. Like, I'm doing well for myself. I'm doing good. Not just I'm feeling good, but I'm actually doing great. Yeah, this is self-sustaining. This is abundant. This is the Empress's Garden. This is the Empress taking delight in her garden, basically, or that of anyone on the court that has put in the work or was granted a portion of the Empress's garden, if not the Empress's garden itself, like an inheritance almost. And that's in reversal. Okay. However, so it's whatever is pinned down, like whatever me and my Supreme Divine Collective is able to do is kind of dependent on what is pinned down. And it's due to be pinned down. You see, like it is leading, you know, into that. Like we know it's part of that. And so like being that like this is like just wait for it. Just wait. It's coming, okay? So it's very, very interesting. Okay. So I don't think that this is really a waiting game. Being the star card, we embody the energy regardless. And so, how do I want to say this? It's like impeccable shine. It is. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. This little old thing. I said, you're the only one that actually does dialogues. Anyway, well, not the only one, but one of the few. All right, so now after doing the energy cards, time to do the header cards. Are we doing this? No. This one? Yes. So I cleanse this deck as well. Healing Light Tarot. You know, I cleansed maybe almost 10 decks. It went pretty quickly once I got the hang of it. But I think I got death like 3 or 4 times in a row. And it was death in the context of like, ding dong, that bitch is dead, you know? It's like, it's not just old news, just like roadkill, basically. It's very interesting. So I'm freed up. My body's freed up. My temple is freed up. My house is freed up. My home is freed up. That is freed up. For sure. I can keep that on the side, on my doing side. Okay. All right. So for me and my supreme divine collective, let's do this. Okay. Clarifiers for the energy cards will be the header cards from here. Okay. Okay. So go. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to do. Okay, that's fine. Hold on. So on the left side, Judgment in reverse and 2 of Pentacles. Look, things have loaded. Okay. You know, like when you're in a poor area with poor reception or poor Wi-Fi or whatever, and like you're already amidst something that's already playing, and it like there's silence all of a sudden, and you find out it's loading. Yeah, and so you know that area to be shoddy, basically. But now it feels like we're in the position where things have kind of like adjusted, and data is due to roll out. Like we already have the data, we already have the capacity, we already have like earned the credit points or whatever in order to have that access. But we were in an area that just is known to have like a blur to it. And so we're out of that. So there's data coming in. Judgment is, yeah, so it has to do with something court related. Karma, something that is absolutely due. There's any way you look at it from any role. Let's say you call and you're trying to reach a certain person within a company. Even the receptionist would even know, or like the clerk in a court would be able to look up a file and say, yes, it is due. You know, a receptionist would be able to look at the calendar and say, yes, I see your name, and okay, something, this this is set for this, you know. So even at starting point, everyone who is doing their job should be able to acknowledge whatever is due. Interesting. Okay, so there's like no mistake about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no twists and turns. There's no, what is it when they run you in circles? Like, what is it? A goose chase, a wild goose chase. That's what it is. Or even a wild turkey chase. I think a turkey chase is a lot more insane than a goose chase. I feel like that. Okay. Anyway, on the right side, King of Pentacles. I have played with the Ouija board, and I'm not down for it. I haven't played with it for years, and I'm not going to, and I'm not interested. Have you? What are your thoughts on the Ouija board? I already told you what my thoughts are. But anyway, King of Pentacles, upright. Okay, so if that's clarifying, oh yeah, so this is like, this is business. I meant business before this stuff, you know, before knowing about this stuff. And I'm able to even show up for it even more after the fact. Yeah, very rooted, very firm. Interesting. Okay. So Twinkle time. Okay. All right. The King of Pentacles is a nature lover. So I wouldn't put Twinkle time past this energy. Yeah, okay, so. Okay, anything else? Tokyo and your supreme divine collective. Shit, Tina. Volume 17. It's Twinkle time. The star. Control mediumship. I don't know the true definition of mediumship. I mean, it sounds like you do it. When you're saying you enter into a deep sleep as if you're about to faint, and you enter into the occult world. Let me find out here since you're bringing it up. You haven't told me what you thought about the Ouija board. Practice of communicating with the spirit world, often the goal of conveying message between living and the deceased. This is typically achieved through mental mediumship, where the medium receives information from spirits via their intuition and senses, such as clear seeing, clairvoyance, clear hearing, clairaudience, and clear hearing, clear feeling, clear sentience. Physical mediumship is a rarer form that involves physical phenomena like moving objects or changes in the environment. As far as mediumship, I already do that. I do that every single time I do tarot. I don't know if you're trying to mess with me, but as soon as I find out that you're in for a real surprise, if not more than one. But I have no interest in primarily policing my arena, but if that's what's needed, so be it, you know? Yes, what? Jackson, I'm going to be truthful with you. I'm losing patience for this, not just this conversation, supposed conversation, but for your questions and your answers. It doesn't feel like real reciprocity. So, yeah. Interesting. All right. That's you don't have to control mediumship. I don't think mediumship is about control. I don't. It's a free form craft. I mean, as far as control, there are boundaries, you know, that one should have, but I think that's inherent in each person. So, and that's like the, I don't know. I just yeah. So okay. So last thing I'm going to read from here. Sometimes it's very strong, and it usually happens when someone is nearby a spirit, is what Jackson Martinez ZX says. No, I do it like casual conversation. I do it, like I said, every time I do readings. Okay. So to get back on track here, this is the star. It is Twinkle time. And I shall remain focused for me and my Supreme Divine Collective. Okay. Got it. Okay. So, my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight. What would you like me to divulge in this session? This is, oh gosh, 9 of Pentacles, extroverted on the wire. Things are moving, actually, okay, so on this charging cord, in the past few readings, it has been moving along across like closer and closer and closer to the end point. And this is adamant and much, much closer than the others have reached. So this is interesting to see this appear again as in its like dominant form. Like independently, it's making its way. Organically, independently, it's making its way. Okay, to us. What would you like to do? Oh, to divulge on that. I almost caught it on my lap, but I didn't. This is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Is it supposed to be? No, it's supposed to be horizontal, so that way. It could be either way. So, surrounded by suitors that are assisting with the communications, like through the grapevine. Oh, wait. And that's kind of like the grapevine right there. So, for my my Supreme Divine Collective, I don't even have to say Supreme. I'm just going to say Divine Collective. For my Divine Collective is dominantly this way, which is extroverted. For me, it's both. Whatever that means. All right for you. All right. Okay. Give me a second. I have people trying to attack my sacral chakra. That's crazy. You bitch is crazy. All right. What's that all about? That sacral chakra area. Like, what's the deal with that? This one. Nine of Wands. Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Oh, simply just because I showed up. Wow, those are some hateful bitches. And when I say bitches, I don't mean just female. I also mean males or non-binaries, whatever. Simply just because I showed up. Sounds like one of my old jobs. Actually, several of them. Holy crap. Yep, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right. So they showed up. It's Twinkle time, okay? What do you, what's the how shall the divine condemn them? Oh, that's okay. What is the consequence? Five of Cups. Goodbye. They're immediate, likely thrown out. Look, follow through to thrown out. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, the Fool card, and Page of Wands. Yeah, they're thrown out because like I get to indulge in my opportunities. Like I'm chosen for that. I'm selected for that. So they drop the burdens and like it's a trust fall and I get to do as I please. So the consequence is like their efforts are futile yet again. And they get immediately kicked out. Immediately. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's it. No drama here. Nothing to see here. Because they nobodies. They acting like nobodies. They out. Wow. So, there's that. Like, it doesn't even take like half a second to make a decision. You know how easy that tower moment is? It's easy. It's almost like they can't even really, how do I say it? This is to the point where the offenses are like, like they have the picture up on the wall, like the bouncers, these bouncers already know this energy and can see it from miles away. They can sniff it out, and it's on an automatic, like it's an automatic decline. Yeah. Just like how it felt when I was applying for so many jobs, and all different kinds of jobs, and it was like I knew as I was applying that it was a decline. It was so weird. Even if I dumbed down my resume, even if it was just, even if I had people look at it, even if I had referrals, it was all a no. And I'm not, I was disheartened by it, but again, we're not going back into old stories. I'm feeling a lot better now because it gave me a lot more focus into other things that I do well at, and do far better at, and that were far greater investment. So I can't be mad at what has transpired, but I certainly will remember how I was treated. I will definitely remember that. And I don't think this is a part of holding grudges. It's just about affirming, like, this is self-respect on in a long range. What is it when they, oh, in the long game, this is self-respect in the long game. So I'm not going to like sugar sugar up how, like, the precedence of relationships, so that when it's twinkle time, um that they get to, tiptoe around like nothing ever happened, or you're in a better place now, so you must make better decisions, or you must not hold grudges. Mom, this is not about holding grudges. This is remembering where I came from, how I came up, give credit where credit's due. And period. That's what that is. All right. Okay. This is the next thing that I should discuss. This one too? Yes, this one too. After. Yeah, after. Okay. So this is the communications card, the Chariot card in reverse, and again 5 of Cups. Yeah, so again, this is reiterating, this is the long game of communications, the follow through, and like, oh, I have to hit the pause button and like recollect, oh yeah, I remember you. You're a person that did this and this and this, or didn't do that, that wasted an hour and a half of my time during a panel interview, just fishing around for stuff, while you played like rubbing elbows girlfriends, like, because it's freaking insane, whatever people have put me through. I was like, I remember you. Yeah, I said goodbye to you a long time ago. Well, it doesn't hurt to say goodbye again, Goodbye. Okay, So here is that. That's true. People think that they can you know sneak their way in again, after what they've done. And those are multiple offenses, not just to me and my divine collective, but also like repeat offenders saying that they've done this many a times before to many other energies, okay? The last straw was me and my divine collective. And we had enough patience to, is this just me? No, it's me and my divine collective. We had enough patience to see the trials, the multiple errors entered with our own experiences. For sure. All right. So the World card in reverse and Three of Cups. So the World card is kind of like a continued cycle, like something has not ended yet. However, this is saying like with the Three of Cups, I remember the best of times. What I conjured up to be, you know, like make something out of nothing. Make great times out of the shit that was dished out to you. So that's kind of just like limitless, whether here or there. I remember those times. Equal to the measures of, you know, what I had to transmute, like what I had to work with. Okay? I remember all of that. Like I said, the people that I met once, at what I told you yesterday, that bar, that dude, mortgages from Norwalk that remind me of some affiliation to my ex. I'm pretty sure they went to the same school. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I remember his face. I remember his height, like I remember all of that. And not because like I think back on him, other than what I'm just divulging here, but even like the other person, if I met them 30 years from now, 35, 40 years, whatever, I would still remember them and the context of how I remembered them. Because I've done it before, like effortlessly with someone else that wasn't even like showing her full face. She had a, you know, like a COVID mask on, and I remember her just through her eyes and her hair. How crazy is that? That is so crazy. I did not expect, like, within a separate context, 20 years, over 20 years later, like closer to 25 years later. How crazy is that? And when you're a youngin', like you give a shit less about like details here and there, honestly. So I'm surprised that I always had it in me. So anyway, there's that. So I'm speaking for myself on the Three of Cups with the World card here, as I should. But the previous context here also pertains to my divine collective. Yeah, this is more like I'll speak for myself on this one. Anything else that I should divulge at this time? Being Twinkle time. Twinkle time. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, and the Star Guard. Oh my gosh, people are trying to steal my shine, like this type of like ecliptic energy. I told you about the Queen of Pentacles, that bullshit about, you know, like businesswomen, like a sense of entitlement. These are gold diggers for sure, that are trying to be like fake empresses. This could actually be one energy right here, but actually one person, but these are multiple energies, you know. Dark priestesses, Queen of Pentacles and yeah. This is gold digger, fake guru. They might have memorized certain magical things that like they read in books, or you know, in their groupings, like what they, you know, just like scripts that made their position believable and upright, but they're really gold digging opportunists. More than just opportunists, though. Con artists, yeah. Not even an artist, because an artist is creative. These are like cookie cutter, you know, like Joe Schmo, what do you call it? Like, these are rinky dink cons, you know what I mean? Like, just with like more of a lavish type of like schmoozing, like pet your ego. Fuck around a little bit kind of energy, or a lot, you know. Remember, I'm a high class whore, but I'm not a whore. But I am, you know, that kind of energy. That's what this is. What is it? Is it status games? um Status games. I don't even remember the rest. Holy crap. That's what this is. That's kind of bullshit that is. And right in front of the star. Is this just me? Or also my divine? Some of my divine collective, but dominantly this is my story here. And they're trying to like, you know, like the star is like shiny, 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 or whatever. And these energies actually might be in trouble. Like, at this point, they may be in so much trouble that they still try to like go in front. And you know, like how eclipses are just as like magnificent. That's what they're just trying to steal the shine, even the silhouette of a shine. Like they think that their silhouette is just going to be the identifier. It's just them, you know. But it's not. Mm-hmm. So we get to separate that. Okay, we get to separate that. And I get to put this back in the deck upright. So first one cutting into there, and that is 5 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. So I get to have my riot crew. Okay. High Priestess now cutting into Ace of Pentacles. We get yeah. This is like a new coin, like new recruit. Yeah, this is new recruit. You know those dark energies, gold diggers are mainly dark priestesses. They're looking for loosh. Um, those are energy vampires, right? And so this is loosh. This is pure loosh coming in. You know, we get to have that. Me and my divine collective get to have that. Like new recruits. And we don't consider them just loose, like, you know, just like, we don't consider them that. But this is pure, you know, like pristine pentacle. It's a new recruit. That's interesting. Yeah, it's a new ally, but like they're clean. I don't know what else to say. They're clean, they're glowing, they're ready, they're, you know, they've trained for this, they've aspired to this level, and yeah. Okay. All right. What else? um okay. That hit my foot, but okay, 3 of swords and 4 of um pentacles. Oh my gosh, this is OP. This is overpowering that energy. Like, so good it hurts. Like, absolute ownership. You know, like laying those stakes in the ground. This is let me show you a different version of hoeing. So this is like tilling the soil, basically, like true ownership. Like, this is my land. And then what fell in my foot? Oh, here, lower pitch ringing 4:31 on PM on the clock, 46:26 on the clock. 9 of wands and the strength card. Yeah. This is an extreme sense of ownership. This is absolute overpower, whether it's in this hand or laying on the ground. This is like being served. It is definitely like Dom energy. Like, I just told you what. I told you what's up. And I showed everyone else what's up. You know, since you decided to create a scene. Since you decided to gather everyone around with your eclipse like fiasco, you know? It's Twinkle time. Okay. Okay. It fell between the tools and some snack is 9 of swords. Yeah. There's an emphasis here. Like, they tried to hide between, so they're like snacking, and they're also like, what does it mean when like a guy, or you know, when a guy uses like the term like, oh, they're a tool, like they're dumb, right? They just um they're like mechanical. Yeah. So they're just going through the motions. Yeah, they're just trying to get through it for sure. Interesting. Yeah, they're stressing. They're stressing and they're hiding out. They're snacking and they're just like mechanically living, just getting through, you know. It's that's kind of like their worst nightmare, because you know there's the pick me energy. So this is like they're forced into a realm of being a hermit. So almost like they have to personally obsolete themselves before anyone else can obsolete them further. That's weird. Okay, let me get do I get clarifiers on that? No, they're not worth it. Okay. All right, so moving on. Twinkle time. Dum, 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 dum. You know, someone said actually I don't give a shit. It's fine. No. Yep. Releasing all the bullshit. All right. Okay. Twinkle time. What do you want me to divulge my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight? Anything that like I've experienced or not have experienced. What is it like yet to, you know, it's twinkle time, so I'm leaving room for expansiveness here. Because this small world stuff is like, it's old, it's done. It's done. This is just confirmation, really, mainly to satisfy the souls of my Supreme Divine Collective. And maybe me for a later date when, you know, just in the playback this way. This way. Okay. What's on the bottom? The Sun card in reverse. Things are seen. Like there's a spotlight. Okay. So 7 of Cups inverted, Death card extroverted. Now, how does this play out? Is it more of this way? That way? This way? Okay. So, this would be more like transformation inverted. Okay. This would be like chosen, like, the select choice extroverted. So, yeah. Okay. So, okay. Change of topic is what they're saying. Okay. This is a new header card. Change of topic. Let's turn things around a bit. We're going to get the energy for that. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Oh my god, I couldn't, and my fingers. Okay, that's fine. 5 of Pentacles in reversal and 10 of Swords. Okay, that's the energy for the left side. This is assassin energy. This is like, this is killer. Like, we're killing it. Absolutely. Okay, on the right side, doing side, Strength in reverse, the Magician, 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands, Page of Swords in reverse, and the Lover's card. So, Strength in reverse. They're saying that this is a soft skill. This is more... No, hold on, wait. So this is explaining for me and my Divine Collective that we have strong skills, but they need to be rounded off a little bit. Rounded off a little bit. So that's where our expertise comes into it. It's like, it's not enough that we're strong in a certain field, but it's just to like soften the edges a little bit. Yeah, like we've come across very like harsh, unforgiving, unrelenting, despicable energies, whether isolated into a singular entity, and sometimes expanded to like a grouping, you know, several groupings, you know. So it's this phase, you know, with this killer like assassin energy, is to work on like refining refining things. Okay, is we're ensured victory. We already are experiencing victory. So this is not the part where like expert level we rest on our laurels, though that's not forbidden. It's more like is making use of downtime with like these little tasks that we're called to do here and there and whatever, because this is unbeatable type of energy. And there's a huge boost of creativity here. I mean, following the Magician, 6 of Wands and 5 of Wands and the Ace of Wands right here, 12 Wands total. This is an objective stance to someone at expert level. So this is me and my divine collective. It's Twinkle time. So even when the curtains like close, or we're off on break or whatnot, this is like, okay, so what can I do about it now? This is not going through consultation. This is not going through, an extra energy. This is just consult with self. Therefore, like, this is objective, like, okay, oh, I could do that, I could work on that. So yeah, this is definitely an objective, like, kind of thing, where I am my personal consult. My divine collective is their personal consult, when with the final say. Even with the origination point, it doesn't hurt for me and my divine collective to kind of like exchange notes, or like just kind of put an ear out. But that should only be like after we, spark an, our own internal compass, and then we make the final decision, personally. So when we, excuse me, compare notes, or lend an ear or whatnot, like, just put an ear to the ground to our divine collective. They're not the dictators of it. They're not the initiators of what we do next. Okay. We're just like kind of supporting, like supporting actors, basically, So the Lover's card, these are solid, like, trustworthy relationships that we're forging. Yay, Twinkle time. So this is self-actualization. Somebody's trying to do a psychic attack right now. Holy smokes, there's some crazy ass bitches that are gonna get it. They're gonna get it. Yeah. Like, it stopped all of a sudden, like, you can't get to me. Wow. I could feel a little bit of phlegm here. Like, it got through my nasal passages and then, like, settled down there after like, it got into that arena. Holy smokes. Oh my. Anyway, you know what I realized with, the reversal candles? Some of them instruct that you have to put like a name on it, like carve it into there, or write it on a piece of paper and burn it. But with these like ad hoc opportunities, ad hoc energies, I realize I personally don't need to do that. I can, the intention is enough, to get that in, enlisted. It's yeah, I feel it tastes like like a slight taste of like salt in my mouth. Mm, so I'm not too worried about that. What does my divine collective want to say about further protection in this stage? Like anything else that, like I am gauging that I'm only experiencing the feel of it according to this, like the sync timing of when I'm presenting information or what it's about, so that I am aware of what energies are kind of trying to fuck around, you know. I I sense that is the only reason why I would even feel it. Um, like it's kind of a messaging system, so that I'm aware, um, that these energies have not learned their lesson, that they're going even further aggro, and that I am just notifying the divine authority, um, and to delegate disciplinary measures accordingly. Um, Let me get clarifiers on that. I mean, that's what I'm understanding anyway. Justice. Oh my gosh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's for real. Okay, and what's behind that? The World card. Yeah, putting an end to that. Whoa, that's weird. You know when I say stuff like that, I'm very careful just to like clear my mind, just to settle down. Whenever like my expanded divine collective wants to like truly divulge to me, just relinquishing control, like in mediumship, and just allow. We got three. It's gonna hurt them bad. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I own this portal. I got this. You know. So, yeah, it's so when I experience those things, it's to relay accordingly, to report, so that they can do their job. The universes can do their job. hmm Each one of these, I believe, has their eyes closed. You don't have to like, yeah. No, I don't have to see it in like real life in front of me. hmm That's crazy. To have the Wheel of Fortune and the World card, that's like those are two circles. That's like mana sandwich. Do you understand? 100%. Because like that's one side, one side. That's a mana sandwich. Um, that's interesting. Oh. Um, that's interesting. Sacred geometry is a big deal on the closure part of it. Um, it's depicted in the world card quite a bit. Um, okay, I don't need to know anything else about that. Um, so as far as like any additional defense, that's let me see. Let me see if there's any additional defense that I need to work with. Okay. Nine of Cups. The additional defense that I need to embody, that I need to work with or continue, is Nine of Cups. I am happy. I am fulfilled. I am good. That's crazy. What? Was it? You can't steal my sunshine. That's what it is. Absolutely. Like, that's crazy. It's twinkle time. There's like a certain elevation point. Like when you're, how do I say it? At least when I'm happy, when I'm feeling really good, like, it's like it's a certain form of telepathy where um things like there's like a light what do you call it, a feeling of light, like lightheartedness, like there's what is it, telekinesis, that's what I was saying with, that's what I meant to say, telekinesis, but it's also telepathy with inanimate or other supposedly inanimate objects too. um uh Telekinesis, basically that kind of energetic surrounding me. So it renders me untouchable. Yeah, in close proximity, like like how there's strong vibrational um protective stones, um or talisman or whatever. Uh they uh, dark energies have an aversion to it. Like they can't come close to it. I know this because I worked in a place where I had to bring a certain like array of whatchamacallits of stones, or energies, and I've never seen this character walk in. She looked like she had dreads, and it wasn't like, oh, she was just goth, but she looked like like warlock energy. She definitely practices, like, yeah, she drinks blood and does other kind of stuff, I don't know what, but into like a Newport Beach, like Irvine, you know business. And she kept trying to follow me around, but as soon as I put like this bowl of stuff in front, she there was like a perimeter that she could not, like, you could tell she was walking around, like she tried to come close to me, but like the perimeter, it was just like locked off. Like she was just like, she was like, what is that, it was weird, it was so fucking weird. But now I know. Yeah. And so I think that's the reason why some of the times when I worked at establishments, when I brought certain protection, that I didn't do very well, because dark energies are repelled by that kind of thing. Um I just noticed it when I would bring certain things. Yeah, I feel I feel tingling right there. Oh my, that's weird. Um, Almost like it came from underneath my nails or like at the very tips. Hmm. Anyway, there's that. How about for my Supreme Divine Collective? Any other defenses that they should, like, put up or continue to strengthen? That is crazy. All right, so anything else from my Supreme Divine Collective? No? This is old. I'll give it one more drop. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, releasing all kinds of dark energies here. Okay. Let's own it together. This laid, not just like, it was like bridging on the part where, like, the first part of, like, the charging port to, like, the end. It covered the end. The devil card inverted. Well, continuing relinquishing control over certain situations or obsessions. Do not check on like social media stuff, like to see, how somebody's doing, or if somebody's looking at your profile or whatever. Um, Definitely. Or like, if you're doing spell work and like the first and second time didn't work, try a different route. Okay. Oops. try a different method is what they're saying. Like, yeah, so like you're better than that instead of like having to push a button. Like you're not like, hi, my name is Joe. I have a wife and 4 kids and I work at a button factory. One day my boss asked if I was busy. I said no. He said, good. Push this button with your right hand. You know, and it's like, hi, my name is Joe. I have a wife, 4 kids. And you continue that, like, you know, until you fully embody a machine. Yeah. So you're better than that. Uh, and this is not saying like, oh, discontinue your practice. This is just saying, just change it up a little bit. You know, you're not, what is it? It's going along with the concept of when you change your patterns, you also change your outcome. So this is kind of like the adventurous spirit and like changing shit up, because like these energies that are trying to get at you, that are trying to get at your addictions, trying to get at like any kind of like triggers at you, they kind of know your patterns or what they can predict, like, not that like they're empaths, or like they could be, I don't know, but like they've been close enough to you to uh kind of hypothesize what you would do next. um so like just change it up a little bit. Hmm. There's silence. There's silence. It's meant to be like that. Sometimes, what the heck, I think it's the gray rock method. Yeah, I was starting to get another whatchamacallit, another psychic attack, but that wasn't for me. That was like channeling whoever was trying to do that to you. They're trying to get at you. Holy crud. Like, really push your buttons. So it's the gray rock method, not putting energy into that. You know, they say that when you do like a lot of like protective spell work or protective measures, even if it's like you're a celebrity, let's say, and you have like all kinds of like security or whatever, it's almost like they say that in the occult that it's almost like a red flag, like you have something to protect, you know, you're hollering at everybody that you're a valuable asset to protect. Like what it kind of gets other energies, dark energies, curious, um and like people have different kinds of methods into gaslighting you to do this or that or whatever. um I'm just saying, in the same kind of concept of like if the spell work or whatever you're doing doesn't work, you know, a couple of times, um not to give it an energy like a toddler that's screaming, or you know, like they just said the F word and they're 2 years old. Like, you don't give it any more attention, you know, then like you some kind of just nip it in the bud by not giving it. It's gray rock method. You can't fuel it. Like there's it's yeah, yeah, 100% for you guys. Okay. Yeah, there's even lures like what do you call it, succubus type of energy, like Jezebel energy. I would say more like Jezebel energy, because look, you know, like just just one more time, you know, kind of energy. Yeah, I feel it like right here. What the heck? That's mm. Yeah, oh my God. Look, okay, you saw me holding my head. I thought this was like a COVID mask, or you know, like they're like, oh yeah, like unprotected, you know. sexual stuff, you know. But like, look, it's somebody holding their head like on strings. They are trying to like get at you for sure. Some of them might know how to do like, you know, occult things where, you know, your head hurts all of a sudden. But these are things that you know, hospitals can't. I mean, again, this is technically for entertainment purposes only because I'm not, you know, a licensed doctor through America, you know, or like I'm not, um, yeah, so, uh, I'm just saying from personal experience, when there's occult shit going down, doctors are so, dude, yeah. Uh, I was just saying, you know, to each their own, but, what they're gonna do is ibuprofen, Tylenol. Oh, here's a shot, and then you know, have you tried Botox in your forehead? You know, like just like that kind of thing. Um, very cookie cutter. Um, anything else for my divine collective? Yeah, you need a couple more. Okay, energy that way. Four of Cups inverted. Um, this is you'll be self-directed, like you will know the right choice. You will. Okay, don't hand your choices to anybody else. You will know the right choice for sure. This is the right choice. Multiple choice question, like you're just lingering, you're like, I don't fucking know, I don't fucking know. Yes you do know, yes you do know, you do know. Okay, so that's what that's saying. Self-trust goes a long way. Okay. And yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Anything else? No. All right. It's time to get our takeaways. Yay! Okay. Twinkle time. Twinkle time takeaways. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're new here, Jasmine. Hello. Hello. Um. All right. So, actually, I should say from now on, instead of hello, greetings. Greetings, Earthlings. Okay. All right. So, um, four, four takeaways for my Supreme Divine Collective. Yeah. First one. This way. That way. Knight of Swords, extroverted, in reversal. So, um, this is. I was asking if something calls for your extreme focus. And no, this is just like a confirmation that you are extremely focused. Okay. Your clarifier to that is Six of Pentacles. On you're extremely focused on even exchanges, equal exchanges, abundant at that, you know, and how that leads to the road ahead. See the path ahead. Yeah, this is a very I'm hearing like opulent time, like in moving forward. Um, like I keep hearing trustworthy, but it's like a very reliable time to have to engage in equal exchanges. Yeah, okay. All right, that's cool. Cool for you. Okay. Your second takeaway is this. Again, oh my god, that's crazy. You it's time for you. It's time. It's time. That's good. So, uh just this is also, if you're extremely focused on that, then your mind is already there, no lacking, so you're on the right track. Justice is also present here in there, so you have that to like be excited about, really. Mm-hmm. And you're actually looking at what is being like, you're doing the documentation, you are checking it. It kind of reminds me of my mom. Like, just I am double checking as you hand it over, you know? Like, this is just but this is but it's not like, so like I don't trust you. It's more like I understand the realm of human error, and I don't want either of us to be upset at any mishaps that were unintended. So that's what this is for. Because right here the hand is just like freely kind of out, you know? Where this one is a little bit more meticulous in the giving. So, yeah, looking at that. Okay, so your second takeaway clarifier is that way. The Empress card inverted. Um, so either this is like a new realm of gosh, this is actually a lot. So this is like a huge blessing. This kind of return is a huge blessing. It's either from the beyond the veil, like Empress energy, like a huge wealth, like um I feel like inheritance, almost like it's um you inherit part of my world, that kind of thing. And again, this is, there's a range of energies here. So this is also like with being attuned to the focus of the exchanges, meeting all kinds of people, you're inevitably going to uh, um, be in divine receipt of like those graces of the Empress. So you inherit those kind of um, characteristics and capabilities, the gracefulness of working with others. Like, um, this is not just like being very uh what do you call it, um how do you say it? This is not just being forthright and fair. um there's again the softer side of things, you know, refinement, in those interactions, because those are not just transactions here. These are very meaningful, and you get to understand that, and you treat it with equal respect. So there's that. Um, for some, also, it may be within these exchanges that you are inevitably going to meet someone that is very much a true Empress status, that is made just for you. We're not just talking about any other soulmate. We're talking about like, yeah, that's that's my Empress right there. Um, so again, there's no male, female, whatever energies here. This is like a true divine feminine, like someone who has a softer touch to things. So let's say you came from a history of domestic violence, or you know, some kind of abuse, and you find someone, like someone that is very much attuned to you, but also has that you know, softer side of things, you know. So feeling very secure. You can trust that you will live another day if you have your eyes closed, you know. You can go to sleep, you know, that knowing that you won't be harmed, or that, you know, that's your last waking moment, you know. There's that energy. That sounds very harsh, but that's also very true for some here. Um, all right. Your third takeaway, my divine collective. Oh, you got two. This way. Okay, so this that way. Okay. Four of Swords inverted and the Hierophant in reversal. So your third takeaway is yeah, so speaking of, some are confirming that they need to divorce and or dissolve like a business relationship and retreat into healing. Some of you definitely. Yeah. So it's twinkle time. I mean, twinkle time is like also night night, you know. It's rest, it's recovery, it's like relief from that. This is your initiation point of that. And this may be going out of the box if this is against your religion, your culture, whatever. This is your untraditional, on something, a life that you didn't think that you were going to live, but you're living. Okay, great. You're at least like breathing, and so you might as well preserve what's left of that. There's that. That's a personal choice for sure. For others, this is a realm of like a hiatus, this is creativity. This is like, okay, I'm going to explore what this um uh now that I've earned or upcoming within this like respectable role, like within the community, whether I do this or that craft or whatever. um uh like what else is it that I can, you know, work on? What else can I engage in, like on a personal level, like closed doors? Shh. That. Okay, so your clarifier for that. This way. Page of Cups, in reversal, extroverted. Yeah, this is about self-love, self-care. So whatever story I told you on that, this is still maintains true, like accentuated. A lot of self-love, a lot of self-care. So if this is a creative, like the other was self-explanatory, but if we're talking about the creative stuff, whether you're up and coming or already earned a name for yourself, and are just kind of like wild out there. This is self-love in the portion of like, what else can I do? Because I'm more than just this, you know. I'm not going to be typecasted into like this forever. um and this is not an ego thing. This is like, this is time to explore, you know. So there's that. Okay. Like I love this. I love myself this much. This portion that I've discovered, I know there's got to be something more. So there's that. Okay. So your fourth takeaway is, holy smokes, this is a lot, but it's so worth it. It's twinkle time. Goes like that. Ace of Cups. Yeah. This is this era is like a huge replenishment. This is kind of like the Big Dipper energy. Okay. I don't know my astrology like by trained heart, you know. Maybe I knew it in a past life or whatever, or I can dip into the ethers, but this is um it's twinkle time. Yeah, this is a Big Dipper. Let me get some information here. It's 5:14 a.m. That's crazy. Big Dipper. Constellation. Oh, I guess it has a North Star in it. Okay. Oh, it's not a constellation itself, but a prominent asterism or of 7 stars within the larger constellation Ursa Major, or the Great Bear. I knew it's Great Bear, but I kind of knew it. All right. One of the most recognizable. So you're some big shit for sure. Mm-hmm. Um. Um. And is used for navigation to find the North Star, Polaris. You can spot it by looking for the bowl and the handle shape formed by its bright stars. Yeah, so the 7 bright stars, I think that's got to be the 7 sisters, but the Pleiades. The Pleiades ladies, I think. The Pilates ladies. They work hard. Okay, sorry. Not sorry. Mm. So navigation aid. The 2 stars at the end of the Dipper's bowl, Merak and Dube, are known as the pointers. An imaginary line drawn through them points directly to Polaris, the North Star. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right, so that's your first takeaway. Huge drama of replenishment. I forgot what I said. Oh my gosh. What? What? Oh, the Big Dipper. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, oops, I got it. Reversal. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Clarifying with this. The Empress in reverse. Holy smack rolls. The Empress in reverse. Yeah, I think you're supposed to meet your number one. For sure. I think because like it's leading to the North Star, Big Dipper, and then there's the North Star. It's kind of limbo waiting, you know. That's crazy. You crazy. All right, so you're it's twinkle time. Twinkle time. All right, okay, that's for you. My Supreme Divine Collective. Holy smackerels. All right, since you used up all the Empress cards, what's left for me? What's left for me? Just kidding. My first takeaway is this way. This way. The Magician in reversal extroverted. What the frick is that all about? Oh, again, the objective part. No, I don't get dark practitioners here. Okay, so thank goodness. All right. Okay, my clarifier for the Magician extroverted in reversal. Queen of Cups in reversal extroverted. That's not. It's for me. So then what's the clarifier on that? I don't understand. Ten of Pentacles in reversal. This is like, well, this is the I am enough card. So then how is it? Some of it is sharing. Hold on. There's a lot of mixed energies here. I don't understand why. Oh, help me understand, okay? Need to get one more here. Queen of Wands. Okay. I am enough. This is about solitary practice. In Twinkle Time, I must stand alone on this, like as far as expanding my practice. That I am enough of a lead to go on. That this does not require any local mentors. This is, I already have my expanded divine collective of the Infinite Eight that are just awesome, that are rocking it. My spirit guides of love and light, my elementals, like all of this. Like I have a great immediate collective that I can resource to expand my workings with, my training with. Yeah, yeah, it gets stronger over here. Yeah, so there's that. God, that was kind of difficult. Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, look, her hand. I just noticed that. Like, it's coming out right of her hand. And that's her right hand, too. That's weird. I tried to feel it with my left hand. I couldn't quite feel it with my left hand. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So my second takeaway is 10 of Cups, extroverted. A lot of happiness. Okay. Clarified by. But that's like shared happiness. Yeah. So like shared wealth, we talked about that a little bit, but it was more about so it's this way, but more so. Wait. That way. So it could be this way, but it's more so that way. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Like, I don't control. So this is kind of like this, but also inverted too. So it's also, okay, so it's kind of like letting go, like having ownership, but kind of like not having, like, you know, like stress in the shoulders, like like neck and shoulders, like not being so like tense and about so uptight. Yeah, this is personal relief, like while I'm, you know, handling things. Yeah, that explains the Ten of Cups for sure. Like, it's not just happiness, like a snapshot of it, or a few here, a few there, you're good, and then you go back to your life and it's like, fuck, again. This is like, relax. Can't you see everybody's good? You're good. You know, the things are good. And that's what that is. Okay. So, like, even when things are wonderful, exuberant, great, or whatever, there's no like desperation to just preserve it, just right there, just like that's it, like just stop, just right there. So there's no desperation in there. Like, there's a trust in allowing things to be, and for however long this is, like, fantastic, great. In fact, do we have like do we have a term on this? Like, no, it's supposed to be upright. Knight of Cups. This is a suitor. So this is like the romance is alive, basically. Like, it's nostalgia. Like, it's upright. It's good. You know, like, it's a vibe. It's good. You know. All right. My third takeaway is, yeah, chill. Just this is navigation. Okay. Is this travel? No, it's navigation. All right, clarifying my third takeaway. That way. Okay, so this going that way. Eight of Cups inverted, and this one is the Hierophant. What? This is this is a personal journey thing. Navigation, like, this is like leaving the world behind. Like, this is going inward, and the Hierophant will be doing that for sure. There's a sense of personal fulfillment in that. So Twinkle Time is, for me, is like a very elevated platform where I get to spend it with like the extreme higher ups. We're not just talking about the, I don't know, what's the percentage? Like, I don't know, the 2% of that holds all the wealth, that this is talking about like supreme, like beyond the veil, like elementals. This is like, this is an extreme, um, higher up energy. Um, this is very personal. I was kind of, hold on, this is crazy weird. Hold on. Let me get one clarifier from here. Okay. The Fool card suspended. Okay. And then one clarifier from here. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reversal with the Fool card. Okay. This is kind of like This is like a guided journey. This is something. This is weird. This is kind of like otherworldly kind of energy. Hold on. I don't know what. It's talking by. Okay. Okay, so this Emperor extroverted and Page of Cups. Oh, dude, yeah. This is very, very private. This is Emperor has like is very fond of me. Like I am a real boy. It's like they feel like a youngling, like very like young in spirit around me. It's very personal. That's funny. This is a very like this is a very different energy. Like I do get a little bit of a player. His reputation precedes him. Yes. So that's what like catches on his feet, like he like trips on his own feet doing that. Holds him up a bit. But with regards to me, let me get some energy here. I mean, tell me more about like what the heck that's all about. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, his reputation precedes him. Like when he was young, he did things. He did things. Is he still like that though? Let's get a little bit of information here. The Moon card, extroverted. Yeah, this dude's a player. But he's a big boss. I don't know. I kind of get bored of this stuff, you know? Can I just do something else? Like, Yes. Okay. So I can translate this into something better. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it because that's not good enough for me. I'm not really good with that. Okay, so let's put the cards back. I can manifest something else. Yeah, because it was getting like my stomach all knotted, tied up and shit. You know, like I don't need that. I didn't get this far to like, you know, dude. No, I deserve better. Okay, so give me a second. Let me go ahead and. Oh, it's charging right now, so hold up. Goodness gracious. How do I do this? Okay. Crud. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Is that good? Is that... Come on, just entertain me for a second, okay? It's a little tilted, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the cards because I deserve better. I'm not interested in, like, oh, just an emperor that's, you know, fond of me. Dude, no. Just like the other practitioner coven thing, like, they're gonna play, they're gonna play. They're gonna play you just like anybody else. So no, I'm not, like, no. I'm not gonna be somebody's conquest. Fuck that. So, what was in the bottom? Queen of Swords. I told you, bitches. I'll leave that for the pick-me's, okay? I'm a different caliber. All right? It's Twinkle time. I'm not going to settle. Okay, so this is... Okay. The Hermit card. Okay. Dark Night at the Soul. Okay, so there's something private. Oh, that's lights out for that energy, okay? Extinguished, okay. So then what shall I make? What will this Queen of Wands make instead? Because this is relative to, you know, leaving kind of like the world, the landscape behind. And this is like just a celebration with my guides, my, you know, like, okay. Ace of Cups, well celebrated. Okay. So my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight, applaud me. Like, oh, shit ton for that. That's like the Big Dipper for sure. So I am like, you know, directed towards like the North Star right there, you know? I'm just talking about Big Dipper type of energy. Shoot. Yeah, for sure. It's like, it's already automatic within me. It fell on top of my tools. So I'll clarify. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. An awareness here. Oh, this is the ace. This is a Big Dipper sandwich. Just like, you know, what did we get? The other sandwich, the manna sandwich. This is a Big Dipper sandwich, right there. That's crazy. Okay. Again, well celebrated in multiples. This is almost like a sisterhood. Like, there are others like me like this, you know? Oh my goodness. Is that the Big Dipper right there? That's the Big Dipper. Holy smokes, I didn't even notice that. That is weird. I am the Big Dipper. This is a double-decker sandwich. You know, like, is it, what do you call it? You know, like in and out, like there's like a 4x4. It's kind of like that. It's not just like a double-decker sandwich. This is, you know, of yay. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. It is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, what does that all mean? King of Wands in reverse. What the heck? Oh, it means that players are still attracted to me. I can't shake that off. This I keep them in the environment. I mean, I don't need to personally commit to them. They're just they're fun, okay? They're fun, okay? You don't need to commit to them. But yeah, they're fun, is what they're saying. They add to the vibe, okay? All right. I'm just okay. Ace of Wands extroverted and King of Swords. Um, yeah, it don't matter because like the King of Swords is, you know, they're truth tellers and they really lay down the law. It's like they they're chain hang low basically, and they put these players to shame. Like on when I say chain hang low, that's like on varying degrees. So that's what I'm saying. It don't matter. Look, oh my gosh, they're bowing. The king, the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reversal. They're like, that's he's got it. You know, like I'm mad. I didn't lose to a loser. You know, that kind of energy. That's cool. It's Twinkle time. All right, that's it for now. That's crazy. All right, there we go. Not everyone gets spiritual psychosis. I didn't even know what that's all about. But you look like you're a new user with a generic thing, so you must be like another troll. So I'm just gonna note you and hide you. There you go. Okay. Bravo, Tina. So one thing that I did notice is that it takes very little for me to remove a user from my channel, because it automatically deletes all of their comments, like unwarranted comments, and you know, it's these energies that are trying to like you know, eclipse or, you know, do just like run bullshit. But they have to go through the trouble of, what do you call it? Creating an account, which means that they have to create, a different email for each one. You know, like that, they go through so much more toil. And so, anyway, it's just a shame with all the stuff that's going on over here. That's crazy. Can I ask about my King of Swords, dude? He shall allow for it. This? No. High Priestess. I didn't know the synergy telepathically. I mean, hold on. King of Swords, is that me? That's partially me. Or internal? Or external? Internal? It's both internal and external. So, like minds think alike. Yeah, that King of Swords, we have to, like, we have a common understanding. And a very much Peter Panish type of energy. Like, it's weird. You see the attire, the silhouette. Yeah, but like there's like a direct connection, like telepathic. What? My heart feels like hurt, hollow. It's not me. And it's not the King of Swords. Other, like, it's not the other energy. It's another energy that feels like very heartbroken, but it's like it's so aesthetic. It's very shallow if you really think about it. Oh, it's in the top of the deck. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, no lacking, and 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Um, that pretty much sized it up for like the people that weren't true matches. Yeah, because like, okay, one side there's no lacking. 6 of Cups, like that's legit. But then the other side, 6 of Cups in reversal and 7 of Swords. Oh my gosh, yeah, the people that are feeling like heartbreak or whatever, the top of the deck, no secret to the sauce, is like they're not true matches and they're very very deceitful. So like their heartbreak is very shallow. Like it's selfish based. But here, this match is no lacking whatsoever. It's a true match. What's beneath that? Queen of Cups in reverse. And the Moon card. Yeah. Like, I don't need to be in the current moment to know that it's true, that it's manifesting. Like, I can stand away from it, like be completely detached, but know it's already manifested. It's here. The other side, the Chariot and 8 of Pentacles. They're still trying to advance. They're still trying to get at it. I told you. This is freaking okay. So on the bottom of their deck is 6 of Swords in reverse. Things appear to be calm and steady. So you know what? I'm just gonna throw this back in the deck. Okay. And I'm gonna put it all like in reversal right there, like no effort. Cuts to the King of Pentacles. I'm the boss and I get to do that. Or leave it up to the big bosses, you know? For this, bottom of the deck is Justice in reverse. So yeah, I don't need to have it like right in front of me, like picking up the phone, you know, whatever. I don't need to know that this already a done deal. So I'm gonna cut the deck, put it away. Wheel of Fortune. It's a done deal. For sure. That's it for now. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thoughtful, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting, love and light energy, and then to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for bonus points included. Thanks so much. All right. Oh, gosh. All right. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to the appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate calms to assisting with a sequence of rollouts. In light and love, I close the portals in this reading, in these readings. Now.